Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this month's astrology. This month, January of a new year, 2025, and the first week of January 2025. So, let's begin with what the month is going to bring and what the year is going to bring. 2025 is a 9 universal year. When you add the numbers of 2025, you get 9. And 9 is a culmination number. 9 is the end of the cycle. We have years 1 through 9. And the 9 is the one where we just need to sift and sort and tie up the loose ends so that we can move into the new cycle with clean hands. So, this 9 year is going to be a pretty unique year and very dynamic. The first half of the year, half of the planets, the outer planets, change signs. So what that means is that the energy that we're used to is going to shift a lot this year. And that complete shifting in a year when all kinds of sorting and sifting is taking place, we're not going to be able to count on what we were able to count on before. And that's actually a good thing because we've gotten a little too complacent and we've gotten therefore a little kind of spiritually lazy on what we need to do to move forward as a people, to move forward on this planet and to move ourselves as souls forward. So the January of this year, which is now, and this week, starts out with some really significant transformations. As I said before, the majority of planets change signs this year, and also the lunar nodes change signs. The nodes are not planets, but they are very important points. And the nodes are connected to karma. What we were, the south node, the north node, what will we become from what we were, how we started, what we will become, where we're going. And as you follow the dictates of the new signs, you begin to see what it is we have to do and how we have to do it. So the north node will be in the sign of Pisces and the south node in the sign of Virgo. As I said before, the south node is just shaped like a cup, like so. And so this cup holds everything you ever were, everything you ever did, everything you ever completed, everything that you ever went through. It's kind of like your treasure trove that you carry from lifetime to lifetime. The north node represents what you do with the things in that cup, how you make the effort to shift and to grow, to stretch. Sometimes the north node doesn't show up as the easier path. Sometimes the south node shows up as the easier path. Trust me, the south node is not the easier path. The north node is the way for us to go. So stretch, that's what the north node calls for. Grow into your true self, that's what the north node calls for. So the south node in Virgo would have us stay in a too critical, too confined, mentally confined space. Pisces, the north node in Pisces says we've got to count more on our intuition. We have to listen to what is best for us as human beings and also what is best for us not only as individuals but as a collective, as souls. We have to think more that way. It's not important because it happens to you. It's important because it happens, and it happens to all of us. And those of you who think, well, it doesn't affect me personally, so I don't really need to think about it, that's a biggie, and that's why it's part of a karmic transformation. We are all one, and we are all in this together. So, the next thing that we have to be aware of, these nodes will change, and I'll talk to you about that in a date in a minute or so. But right now, on Wednesday, January 8th, the planet Mercury, the planet of intellect, gathering and processing information, the planet of communication, changes signs. It changes from carefree, why not, let's just see what happens, Sagittarius, to down-to-earth, practical, structured, basic foundation, Capricorn. This is the time to make those plans that will grow into something. This is the time to literally go to the lumber yard and get the lumber that you need to build what you want to build, or to the fabric store and get the fabric that you want to make what you want to make. This is a time to gather your supplies together and to go over that list and make sure you've got all the supplies you need for what you are planning to do or to build in the next 3 months. This is going to be a great time for getting practical and getting things done. And here in the States, this is a great time to start gathering your tax papers together, because Mercury in Capricorn, you're going to leave no stone unturned, because in April, those taxes need to be done. So that takes care of the first 3 months. Get done now, get it over with now, and then you've got plenty of time to play, to take naps, to hang out. So the next thing that happens is, as I'd said before, where the nodes will change signs. That will be on Saturday, January 11th. And what you're going to be asked to do is to notice that when the nodes change signs, the entire planet reaches a turning point, and a very important turning point. We have to come off of the old platform of me versus you and understand that it is we, it is us, it is our. Because it's divine. The sign Pisces, the north node where we're going, is divine energy. And it's all-inclusive divine energy. We need to be headed that way. And all-inclusive, yes, it means you and others, but it also means the whole of you coming together. And as the whole of you comes together and focuses on what indeed will make this world the place we know we need it to be and it can be, that's when we're dealing with the south node in Virgo, letting go of the old information, the north node in Pisces, taking that information and using it in different, more refined, more spiritual ways. So on that note, I will say happy transition in all the ways that is showing up. Enjoy your 9 universal year. This is the year to make sure you tie up those loose ends. So take care, and until next week. I almost forgot. We have a full moon coming up the following week. So as we move towards the end of this week, say Saturday, let's set out the water for your moon water. So you can certainly look at my other videos and you'll get instructions on how to make moon water and why it's a good thing to do. Until next week, bye.